In this video, I'm going to show you how to play a video inside some text. This effect is called text masking. Essentially, what you're doing is playing a video inside some text. LumaFusion makes doing this task very easy. Is grab some stock footage or any video that you want to use in your project. Drop it on the main timeline. Tap on the settings icon. This aspect ratio was set to 16:9, which is fine because I'm doing a YouTube tutorial. Tap on the screen to dismiss this panel, and go back to the beginning of your clip. There are two different types of titles that you can use in LumaFusion. If you tap on the plus sign, you'll see them here. If you tap on main title, the main title will be placed at the beginning of the clip. If the playhead was at the end of the clip, it would be placed at the end. To make this effect work properly, you need to use an overlay title. Tap the plus sign and tap overlay title. Right away, you're going to notice two problems, so make sure you watch the whole video so that you don't miss an important step. The first thing is, when you place an overlay title in track number 2, it's not the same length as your video clip. To make this effect work properly, you'll need to make sure that your overlay title is the same length as your video clip. Remove the overlay title and select your video clip. Tap the duplicate icon one time to make one duplicate. You will have two video clips that are the same length. Tap the plus sign one more time and add your overlay title. Before you do anything else, long press and hold on the overlay title like this and drag it over top of the duplicate that you just made. When you see the yellow box, you can let go and this dialog will appear. You need to choose Replace Clip and keep timeline duration. Play the video to make sure that the clips are the same length. You can see that this is an actual video because of the movement, and the text is on screen for the entire clip. The Replace Clips method is an easy way to make sure that your text layers are the same length as your video clip. If you use a main title, you will notice that the text appears on top of a black background. The second problem is that when you use an overlay title, the black background is removed and the text is placed on top of the video. You can double tap to open the clip editor. To create the black background, tap this icon up here in the right panel, choose Shape, expand the shape out so that it covers the entire screen. Since the text is white, you need to switch the face color of this shape to black. To do that, just tap where it says face color under the shape properties and choose whatever color you want to use. Tap on the screen to dismiss the color picker and tap this arrow here to close the shape properties. To make the text visible, you are going to want to move the line of text down below the shape. Open the text properties. Tap the font selector. You need to choose a bold, thick font. If you don't see the font you want, you can choose other fonts by tapping Choose System Font. You can even search for a specific font by typing the name of the font into the search field. I'm going to use the Impact font. Double tap the text, inside the clip editor to add the text that you want to add. I'm just going to use the phrase "Good afternoon." Once you type it, tap Done to dismiss the keyboard. Increase the size so that the text takes up most of the screen. Make sure that you can see all of your text. That looks good. If you've seen a previous tutorial on this topic, you might be thinking, Okay, next you're going to tap on Color and Effects. You're going to make the face color of the text green and then remove the green color using the chroma key option. You can do that, however, I'm going to show you another way that you might not be aware of. Because the text is white, you can actually use a blending mode to achieve the same effect. Once you've got your text sized properly, you can go back to the main timeline to preview it and see what it looks like. Then open the clip editor once more. Go to Frame and Fit, close the Size and Position properties, open the Blending properties, and where it says Blending Mode, tap there. Because the text is white, you can use the Darken Blending mode, which will actually darken the text, allowing you to see through it as well as remove the black background. Once you apply the Darken Blending mode because the text is white, just to show you that this works, I'm going to go back to the main timeline and play this video. Because the background and the shape face color are black, you can use keyframes to give the text a little bit of animation. I'm going to show you how to do a simple fade animation. I'm going to fade the text in and fade the text out. To do that, go back to the beginning of the clip and you want to select the video clip. Make sure Frame and Fit is selected. Open the blending properties and you'll find opacity. At the beginning of the clip, bring the opacity down to 0. And add a keyframe. And bring the opacity up to 100 once more. A second keyframe was automatically added. Tap this icon over here to go to the very end of your clip. You want to go back 1 second from the end. And here you want to add another keyframe. Then go back to the end of your clip and bring the opacity back down to 0. Go back to the main timeline and play the video once more to preview it. You can see the text fades in, stays on screen for a bit, and then fades out. Let's say that you want to change the text. Double tap the text layer, select your text, and type. Go back to the main timeline and play the video one more time.